Mid-pack start for the final of these yearly car-specific random races. Alright, let's go out with a bang, shall we? This video is brought to you by the Choking Hazard podcast. Search for it on your favourite podcast provider or check out bruffy.com/podcast for the latest episode and much more via the link in the description. Got my top down nicely for the Comet S2 Cabrio. First proper car to be released in 2022. And not put in the tuners class. I was saying in the last one, in the 2021 edition, how tuners got very forgotten about, and it was very quick that they got forgotten about because they added the Comet S2 Cabrio and that wasn't a tuner, whereas the Comet S2 regular version is. Oh really? Someone's got to be waiting for that. Oh. What an excellent start. The 2021 and 2022 random races have been absolutely atrocious. First laps have been horrendous. But 2022 was the year of expanded and enhanced, obviously, with the new gen versions of the game that were wildly... Oh my god. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare on the first corner of the Weevil Custom. The brought HSW, obviously. Those the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions that still aren't on PC for an unknown reason. And this is why we have the Banshee here in this one. To represent all the HSW cars pretty much, because the expanded and enhanced cars aren't available on PC. S95, all of those expanded and enhanced specific vehicles for PS5 and Series X, they're not available on PC flat out. You just can't access them. The handling files are there, but that's about it. So we've used the Banshee to represent HSW cars in general. There's the Weevil Custom. Oh, and I've got pushed out, man. Land it. Oh, I actually got the checkpoint as well. Oh my god, that was a save and a half, that. That could have gone a lot worse than it actually did. The Weevil Custom, the quickest the quickest car for top speed. When you take out when you're not even just the quickest regular car for top speed, it beat the Pariah. The first car to beat the Pariah properly, straight up. No HSW needed for the Weevil Custom to get a crazy top speed. 10F, what is this livery? FiveM can't recreate HSW cars, not properly anyway. I think people have tried to use the handling files with the HSW details, but it doesn't work properly on PC. Could have given it a massive like engine power or something to make up for it, but that would have meant changing the Banshee in general for all the other Banshee as a whole. So, but yeah, the no HSW cars for this one, no expanded and enhanced cars, because we can't. Because PC still doesn't have expanded and enhanced for whatever reason. But that was the first thing that happened in 2020. We've probably still got some leftovers from the contract DLC. Here we go with the Surfer Custom. And then we had Criminal Enterprises, which was kind of like just a random midsummer DLC. And then Drug Wars, which I don't think was as bad as people said it was at the time. I think the cars for 2022 weren't too bad. Expanded and Enhanced was the worst thing about 2022, because when it released it had literally no extra features whatsoever. Like, they've added stuff to it now with like 300 props on the creator and extra stuff, but when it first released, it was like the fact that the traffic is still the same as it was in 2013 online, and there was just no improvements to be seen apart from, you know, a bit of frame rate and overall texture quality. That was the biggest disappointment of 2022. I think Criminal Enterprises and Drug Wars wasn't too bad. At least Drug Wars, you got a decent payout, and you got the what was that car? We're probably going to get it. Oh no, maybe that was 2023. Was that released? Possibly. The Virtue is what I'm thinking of. You got that for free. What is this? Oh, the Granger 3600 LX. Fun fact, the regular Granger actually has 3500 LX on the back. It's just not in the name. But seamless character switching. I know, right? See, I don't think... I mean, 2022 was worse than 2021 for DLCs, I would say, but it wasn't as bad as 2023 has been so far. But this is the last of the yearly car-specific random races for now. When we get to the start of 2024... So I've had Surfer and the Journey. I kind of liked that they added the Surfer and the Journey, but always with these things, I always wish that they just made the did an update to the regular Surfer and the regular Journey rather than doing Surfer Custom Journey 2. But I kind of I like these vehicles. But yeah, when we get to the start of 2024, we will no doubt do a 2023 cars random race. But this is the last of the ones that we're doing now. It's been fun. It has been fun. I've got to say I enjoyed the earlier ones more than I did the later ones. The cars, the earlier cars were just better. They had so much more character. They were nicer to drive. I don't know. There's been some nice cars, but not enough to make it interesting enough. I'm not going to be happy about 2023. Having to relive the Mercenaries DLC. Having to say the Itali GTO Stinger TT name in full. iWagon. This was an interesting car, this one. I never minded the addition of the iWagon. It's a fun pick in the tier that it is for SUV races. And it's quite nice to drive, actually. It's really smooth. Really good acceleration, but no top end, like most electric vehicles. But for SUVs, it's just really bad. A lot of people have been asking us to do a random race with removed cars. And we haven't been able to do it because we've been doing these yearly random races. I didn't want to... Of course, I knew I was going to get caught out by that. I didn't want to do it because we were in the zone of doing these yearly random races. We were doing, you know, a new one every couple of weeks. So now that we've finished the 2022 and we're all done with the yearly random races, we've done 10 of them. It's fun that we've kind of... By the way, the SM722, totally forgettable car for me. I was so disappointed in it. But yeah, like, it's funny that we've kind of finished up these yearly random races as we're getting closer to the 10-year anniversary of GTA 5. It's been... I didn't intend that to happen, but It's a nice little touch, I suppose. But yeah, now that we've gotten through all of the years, we can start to do some different random mall races again. Maybe we'll do some with removed vehicles. Maybe we can, we can do random pains again, and the other random game modes, random selects and stuff like that. But yeah, I just haven't done them for a while because we've been focusing on these yearly random races, and hopefully they've been enjoyable and worthwhile doing all of the years. I think my best was the 2016 one, wasn't it? Finished second in that one. I had a few decent results. The last few haven't been great. This one won't be either from a results perspective, but as always with these, it's all been about having the fun of checking out these cars and reliving all the cars from a specific year again. Tulip M100 just after the Tahoma Coupe. They pretty much all released at the same. I remember testing them pretty much together. Fairly fun vehicles, like decent additions, but I don't know, just maybe it's because I'm getting older and I just forget stuff more now, but I don't know, nothing sticks in my mind anymore car-wise. It's just too many. It's too much bloat. Like a Tulip M100 just mixes in with the 50 other muscle cars we have. The Corsita. And yeah, speaking of forgetting about things, according to my chat, supposedly we did a race around this track in the Corsita. Probably in 2020, probably when the Corsita released, but I can't remember it. I can't remember anything about that. So I have raced around this track in the Corsita before, but I can't remember doing that. It is a nice car, the Corsita, though. I did quite like it when it released. I always get caught up in other people's crap. I can't just, like, miss other people having issues. I have to be involved through no fault of my own. And the Sentinel Classic wide body. Just such a disappointment it doesn't have this Ron livery. Sentinel Classic regular version does. The wide body doesn't. That's why I don't own it. Oh, please, for the love of God! Just nobody is waiting for anything. I don't have my keyboard linked up to the stream PC. So I can't even type people's names. I should have typed Turbo's name. I should have typed his name, but I don't have it. I don't have it connected. I need to get on top of that, to be honest, because the last few yearly random races have been pretty bad racecraft wise. So I need to start getting on top of that. All right, 10F wide body. Yeah, to be fair, you shouldn't have to get called out sometimes to know when to wait, but hey ho. The 10F wide body was such a weird one, so inconsistent, but could be so quick on a single lap. Yeah, there wasn't many cars left over, by the way. Obviously, we've gone for 25 cars for every race like we normally do. Normally when we've done that, there's been 10, 20 different cars that have been sort of shortlisted, and we've had to choose which ones make the cut for the final 25 cars. That wasn't so much of a problem for 2022. Mainly because, some of the expanded and enhanced cars obviously weren't available. And there's just been less new cars added over time. Instead of adding 5 new cars, they'll add 3 new cars and 2 HSW variants. And that's how it's been going, so... Will we even have 25 new cars for the 2023 variants? I don't know. We'll see. Vigero ZX was nice. 2023 will have the Inductor, that's true. Great car, the Vigero ZX. Really like the HSW version as well. And the Briosa 300 wide body, another great car. There were some good cars in 2022. I like the wide body a lot more than the regular 300, and it's actually really nice to drive as well. Yeah, the HSW Vigero ZX is a really, really nice car to drive. It's really challenging, really fast. It's one of the better HSW cars. But I would have been happier if they'd made the old Vigero HSW upgradable instead. Rather than keep giving it to the new cars. Yeah, the 300 wide body's really nice. Great little car. Right, the Droger was at the top of off-roads before the monstrosity became a thing with the HSW upgrade. Still is at the top of off-roads, I suppose, if HSW is turned off. This was basically the Camacho crossed with the trophy truck, this. And the Vagrant, sort of all mixed into one. Absolutely dominant. Just took the best parts of all of those vehicles. Well, I'm hoping there's a lot of people up ahead of me that still have some slow vehicles to go. Surfers and journeys and whatnot. I was just going to say, I still have that car to go, and here it is. Entity MT. Oh, this is the one that drives nicely, though, because it's on Project Homecoming and it doesn't have any of the advanced handling flags. Even the HSW upgrade couldn't save the Entity MT. But it drives really nicely right now. It drives so nicely without the advanced flags. The intern that copy and pasted the XXR handling line really made a mistake. 300R. So many forgettable sports cars, I feel. What was it in the last race that I thought the same of? The Panther. Tundra Panther, that was quite forgettable as well. Like all these mid-pack sports cars that are just kind of like meh. Was an interesting re-entry. Oh, this is absolute carnage. I'm so scared. Oh yeah, this was the first reverse strip feed car. That's true. This is the first time limited car that they took away after it. It was only available for a week, wasn't it? What a joke. What an absolute joke it's become. You know, if only we knew what was to come. That was just testing the waters. Then they removed. Then it became the ultimate reverse strip feed with mercenaries. Removed 2013 era cars. Right, making up places as people are starting to get their journeys and surfers. Happy about that. If it hadn't have been for that crash early on, that was entirely my own fault on the first lap, this wouldn't have been too bad. But I lost a lot of time with that. Holy moly. They could just stick their noses in and don't back out. What even is this car? What am I in? Oh, the Greenwood, of course. Bloody hell. Alright, LM87. This just felt like the SAT-RR, but a slightly quicker version. Like, they didn't make it different enough, honestly. But I appreciate the existence of it. Another single-seat Le Mans racer. And I've bollocksed it up, because of course I have. Alright, Reinhardt time. Love the Reinhardt. Again, yeah, they had great cars. 2022 added some really good cars. The Reinhardt is fantastic. I never really jived with the Chinky Melee. And even though it's still at the top of the sedans class, the Reinhardt is right there with it. And I like driving the Reinhardt a lot more, to be honest. Alright, we've got 3 laps left. And then we can draw close to what has been a fair few messy races lately on these yearly randoms. The Omnis EGT. What a horrendous name. What a horrendous car to give the Omnis name. It's got nothing to do with the Omnis. It was atrocious as well. I hate that this car is called the Omnis EGT. The Omnis is such a good car, and this is not. This is very much not. 2022 was very up and down, I'm deciding, with cars. Some absolute bangers and some absolute horrendous cars as well. Oh, the Torero! I forgot about this! Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy I get to do a lap in the Torero XO. Oh, this has changed everything about this race. I was having a bad time. And this is just making it better. What a great car. Best addition from 2022. Best DLC car they've added for a long time. And the fact that the spoiler doesn't work on vanilla GTA makes it even better. It actually drives better because of it. It's not quicker. It would be quicker if the spoiler worked, but from a driving experience perspective, it's nicer without it. Oh, I'm just gonna be able to finish my full laps. Just managed to stay on the lead lap at the end. Everyone gets to finish all their laps anyway, even if they're a lap down, but again, at least I didn't get lapped. Ah, the Ruiner. Totally another forgettable muscle car for me. I tested this and then immediately sold it, I remember exactly. Don't think am I gonna make any more positions? 13th. Don't think I'm gonna get a top 10 out of this. Well, there you go. 2022 over and done with. Nice. And that's all of the yearly random races done. We started with 2013. We've done 10 races for spanning 10 years worth. And then we'll probably do a 2023 edition, but that'll have to wait until we get to 2024, so... It's been nice, it's been fun to go through all these cars again. Yeah, the first 5 or so races I think were a lot better, just because they were more fun cars, but it's been nice going back through, you know, the history of GTA and car editions again. And I guess we're going to have to see what they've got for us later on. Will we even have enough to get to 25 for the 2023 edition? I don't think we will. Let's see what the next 10 years will bring. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we're not still playing this game in 10 years' time. Maybe I wouldn't mind coming back to this game in 10 years just to, like, reminisce, but not permanently. Good God. 10 years. Can you believe it? It's been 10 years playing this game. Still don't have number 6. It's got to come soon. They've got to release some sort of, like, announcement shortly with the 10-year anniversary of GTA 5. They've got to at least give us something. It's coming up 17th of September. Thank you, Dinmite, for the help with doing all of these, organizing them, getting them all sorted. I lost a lot of potential in this race from that first mistake. Without that, could have been a top 5 this one.